Let's get the start demo first. This is one Blazor application which I have just created, and here I just implement menu with their sub menu, right? So see, there's I just create an admin menu and then user menu, and inside this admin menu we have that user list. So once I click that user list, it is the populated user list, or populated or render that user component, as well as if you see whatever I just selected that menu or sub menu, they are actually highlighted along with this uh, that star, like okay, it is indicating okay, this user menu actually user has got selected. And once I change that, see, role list, so role list also is selected and get that component. Similar, once I click that another menu, which is another have a sub menu, so that main menu, like whatever that previous admin menu, so that will collapse. And then again user menu will be expand, right? And once I click that another user sub menu, so that component will be rendered. And also that another sub menu will be also, if I click, so that will be rendered. So this is what we have to implement, and we will do implementation also in this session, right? We have to create a new Blazor application, standalone Blazor application, and we have to achieve this menu and submenu implementation, right? So let's get start implementation. So before implementation, I'm especially recommend, if you first time visit my channel, so go to my channel, which is .NET real world example, and here many stuff actually we have to cover on Blazor things. So you can check out this one, right? Where actually I just complete application we have to create it in our clean architecture, as well as that CRUD operation and all many things actually we have to done. So you can go through this one and then proceed this guy, because if it is a new, so definitely you have to get some idea, okay, what is the Blazor application and all, right? So let's just start. So first what I will do, open my Visual Studio, and I will create a new application from the scratch. I will show you, and choose any Blazor application. So now I will look for the Blazor. So let me look the Blazor application. So there's a many template over here, so I will take it, that is standalone application, a Blazor template, right? So that you can just understand, okay, if it is a standalone application, how we can easily achieve that. So let me create a project name. For example, this is a Blazor control, right? So I make it this name and then change it to project, and then just create. Let me create. Now application got ready and with the default template. Let me quickly run this application and see what we have. If you run this application, now see, we have a simple three component with this layout, right? We have that counter, we have that weather forecast, and that home component, right? So there's a three default template we have, but yeah, we have to achieve like how we can implement that menu and sub menu, right? So that we have to implement. So let me close that, right? And go to here solution. And in this solution, if you go to the folder structure and on a project structure, so look like that. We have that program, then app razor 5 import and results and layout, right? So I will go to inside this layout, right? And here we have a nav menu component, right? So this is my nav menu component, which have already just three navigation menu, right? Which we saw in our demo, right? So we have to start from here, and this actually nav menu component actually calling in the main layout in here in this sidebar. This is actually a vertical menu, right? So that's why it's keeping in this in a sidebar, right? So if I change something but the horizontal, so we can change it. But yeah, that will we do an upcoming session, but not this session. So what I have to do, go to that navigation menu, nav menu component here, and here I have to just add few a few menu, right? So first I will add that admin menu. So let me quickly add that admin menu. So let me add as the same things. Actually I just copy this guy and just paste it over here, right? So same nav menu I just created, but what I will do, simply I have to change to here, that is a call to admin instead of weather forecast. And also where actually I have to move, or I have to actually call that component, whatever that route URI. So that we have to mention in this href section, right? So uh, my component would be inside this admin and then the dashboard. So here actually I will create, as of now we don't have as a dashboard component. I will create inside this folder in our here. I will create a that pages folder. I will create a admin folder, and then inside the admin folder I will create a dashboard. So don't worry about that. I will create some component as well. But yeah, first let me fix, or well, let me edit on that nav menu first. So I will just create it that nav menu, right? And here what I need to do, I have to just create another sub menu which will actually call once I click this guy, the sub menu, then they have to call, right? So what I can do in this case, I have just create another nab. See, in this nab menu we have to create nab column, right? So that's why we what I can do simply, after this nab, inside this nab div, right? So inside that what I can do, simply I just create a nab div, and just let me close that guy, right? And once you close, now we are good to go. Inside this we have to create another nab component, right? So this is another nab components. So simple, I just copy this nab component again over here, and paste it over here inside this nab. So now see, just simple. Again, I just created dab, no, this div, and inside we have a nav link control, right? And let me close that div also. So like that, actually, let me formatting this. So see, this is just I have created sub menu. So this is called as a sub menu, right? So like that, this is sub menu I just created for that user list. And also we have to point out that component which is again inside the admin folder, and that user component. So that is a one sub menu. Then another sub menu would be, for example, roles, right? So because uh user can manipulate that roles as well, like you can insert, add or update roles as well. So let me add this guy, right? And let me quickly close the div. So now this is also good, right? So now this is a main menu, right? Admin dashboard menu, and then they have a two sub menu, right? So like that actually we have to create. So once it's created, that is fine. And then let me create another one. So this is one I have created for dashboard admin. So now I have to create for another one that is called uh, that user, right? So let me create that guy also. So simply what I need to do, I have to just copy the whole things over here. Yeah, this guy to here. Let me copy this guy to complete then, and just simply paste it, right? So once it's pasted, now see, I just need little we have to change for here, for admin to user. So what would be the folder name? That would be the user. And also we have to change that name here. Submenu is a user, so that is done. And then also we have to change the submenu folder and all, right? So submenu also we have to component that is called actually apply job. User can apply job, and also inside this user folder, let me change that user folder. And also they can check their status, job status. So that is also done. And finally we have to change this guy. So that's it actually for creation of that um, menu and sub menu, right? So like this way actually we can just create a menu and sub menu. And let me quickly run and see how look like what we have created, right? So as of now functionality, see, this is perfectly fine what we were trying to do over here. But yeah, as of now see, nothing is happening because we don't have an pages and all. But also there's a no collapse and expand functionality over there, so that we have to achieve, right? So now uh, creation nab menu has been completed. Now go to close that, and let me create first all that component, right? So let me go to here and go to that page folder, and here I'll just need to create a new folder, for example admin. And then inside this admin, what I will do, I have to just create some component. So first component would be my a dashboard. So let me call as a dashboard. This is dashboard, and in this dashboard I just simply added some HTML and style and all, right? So this is just simple style, I just adding some style so that dashboard look like it's the dashboard. And just I added a page route is this admin and then dashboard, right? So similar things I have to do for that user list and all. So let me create that again, another user component, user list component, user list. And then here again I have to just you know decorate or just edit one of tables and also decorate with this users, right? This is a users tables, and then route it, decorate as a route as a admin then users. And similar I have to do for that role list. So let me create a role list. And in this role list again I just have to create a one tables and decorate route. So let me create a table. So see, this is table has been I created, and this is route I have to decorate. So now we have complete also as a admin component. Now I have to just create another folder that is called users, right? So we will keep all the component inside this user component. So again I have to just create another dashboard for the users. So this is called dashboard, and here I'll just add some style again for that user dashboard. So let me add the style HTML, and then also decorate with page as a user dashboard. Similar I have to just create another two component. The first one is that apply job, right? So apply job. So I have just created apply job, and also I have to just create that form. So it should be user can apply the job. So see, this is a form I just created where actually user can apply job, and also decorate this is a user apply job. That is one. And one last component will be we have to create it, that is called uh, job status, right? So job status, so user can check their job status. So that I have to check it over here. I have to just create it again another HTML to which show actually that the job status. So now see, this is again I just decorate that route, and then all there is a no implementation because we are just trying to implement actually only just menu and submenu. So that's why I just dummy data I just put it over here. But yeah, in my in my channel you will get that the real world example as well, so you can check out in the Blazor section. So that is done now, right? So now move back to our, okay, let me run, right? So let me see. Now it's running, right? So once I click admin, now see I am seeing that admin and then users and roles. Once you go to that users, so now something is wrong for that user dashboard. So that is fine, but yeah, that user list also good, and then status also good, right? So what is wrong, that a dashboard something misspelling I guess. So go to here, that users, and go to the dashboard, and simply let me copy this guy and go to that nav menu, and where is my dashboard? So here might be some spelling mismatch over here, so don't worry, save it and stop that and run it. Now once I click user, now see user also can get the dashboard. Now see, for that component has been created, row menu and submenu also has been created, but yeah, functionality is not still is pending, right? Because see, once I click that admin, So whatever main menu, if they have a sub menu, so they will actually expand. And once I click again that menu, so it should be collapse. So like collapse and expand functionality we have to achieve over here. So that is the main goal, right? So let me close that. Now go back to your nav menu component, and here what I can do, I have to actually put some logic for this behavior, right? Without any JavaScript and all. So what I can do, simply I have to just create a one property that is called this guy, show sub menu, right? So see, this is just I just create a sub menu as an array, boolean type of array, right? Why? Because see, every sub menu has their own menu and their sub menu, right? So we have to control like this way. Okay, so this sub menu actually we have to open and this sub menu we have to close, right? So that's why we have to create this as a no, array of the booleans so that we can manage easily like that. This is the one. Now second, we have to create a one functions actually. So let me create quickly that functions over here. Let me create a void, and here let me create a function name that a toggle submenu, in because this is a toggle function. So in here we are expecting as a index. So from that menu, right, we are expecting that which menu actually they are trying to do, or just click on that menu, right? So that's why we have to just expecting that parameter. And here we have to create a for each loop over here, and then we have to just check, okay, we have to create actually for loop, right? So let me create a for loop over here, and then we have to check like, okay, I is 0, is starting for 0, and then it's less than, and then dot whatever actually we have to just, we have that property, right? So show menus, right? That show menu length we have to check over here, length dot show menu the length, right? And then we have to trying to increase. So whatever show menus, like suppose I have to put a 3 sub menu or 4 sub menu, right? So they will actually iterate, and they will actually looping through that all the menus that we have to set over here, and then we have to deselect also. So first what we have to do, just check, okay, so whatever parameter, right? So uh, this is that index, and this is that's actually looping that submenu, right? So if I equal index, like whatever index it match of this our submenu array, right? So inside that, what I can do, simply have to set that submenu, and then whatever submenu actually that's current submenu, this is my current submenu, right? And here I have to set over here like that, not equal to submenu in that, right? So we have to set actually, okay, this submenu, it should be true or false. So based on this actually like that, we have to put some logic, right? So not equal to, not explanatory sign, and then submenu dot I, right? So like that actually it will set true, because we have just fire this. If it is submenu, it is a menu 1, so if it is match this menu, so they will set it as a true. Otherwise, if it is not matched, so what I will do, simply I have to set as a false, right? So like that. Others, suppose we have a 3 menu, right? So once I should be set is true, others one we should keep it false. So like that we have to achieve this function to that, right? So like that, it's just created the toggle submenu, and this toggle submenu I have to simply call in our menu, where actually our menu. So go up in this menu. So where is my menu? So this is my main menu, right? So here simply I just call to here on and click, and inside this on and click we have to create uh, we have to create a lambda functions over here, because we have to use parameter, right? So in this, if I use the parameter, so here I can use this toggle submenu, and we can just pass whatever that menu, right? So this is my first menu. As of now I can use that and hard code it, but yeah, we can use from the db and all, and this we can we can use that as a dynamically as well, but yeah, I'll show you as a hard coded over here. So I just set it over here like, okay, this is menu one index, right? And then this is my sub menu, right? So if you expand this guy and also this expand another one, right? So this is two menu and two sub menu. So this first menu, which is called one index one, I just decorate here at the rate if, and then whatever submenu property, where is our submenu property, this guy, right? This is a boolean, so we have to find it. Okay, so it is true or not, right? So how we can find it? Simply again I have to pass that, whatever index property I am passing, same thing I just have to pass over here and then check it, because this is a boolean. So simply I can just check it over here like that, and then we wrap it over inside here. So if submenu is true, right? So then this submenu's flag is true, so then submenu will be appearing. If it is not, then it will be disappear, right? So like that actually we can easily achieve these things. Same things what we will do, simply we have to do for that another one, this guy also. So again, but here only what I have to do, just copy this guy. I'm not going to writing again, so let me copy this guy and put it over here. Only we have to change that menu index to, because this is another index, and then here again just change this to 2, and then just decorate here like that. So this is done, right? So inside this sub menu we have to just decorate with the if condition, and that's it. You have to just create this guy sub menu property, and then create a one function, and this function we have to use in this menu, and sub menu we have to decorate with this uh, conditions. So this is actually complete flow. So let me save it and check it is working fine or not. So let me run this application. So now see, as of now, by default all that menu is a uh, collapse, right? So this is perfectly fine. Now what I will do, if I select this guy, it is working fine, this is working fine, it is a single, but it is a sub menu because this menu has a sub menu. Once I click this guy, now see, it is expanded, right? And once I click this guy, so it is selected. And also once I click the admin, so admin dashboard is calling, and it is also selected. And once you again, it is toggle also working, right? So once you again, so we are getting that all that list of the submenu. So once I click this user submenu user list, so I'm getting that component. And also once I click the roles, so I'm getting the roles. Similar, if I click this guy, so now see, previous admin has been collapsed, right? And the user has been expand, right? So once I click the user, and user also get that. Okay, so I think we have to change that apply over here, says apply job, we have not changed it over here. So now that is fine, but yeah, components loading is perfectly fine. We have to change that and name it. And then also status list also working fine. So now everything is perfectly fine. Also that nice highlighted things over there also. But yeah, if you want to something forcefully tell, okay, which component is selected with using a star or some sign or some symbol, so also you can put it, that I'll show you. But yeah, before that what I will do, I will just change this user list name to that apply job. So go to that navigation menu, and here I have to change to apply job. So let me change to apply job, that is perfectly fine one. So once I change, so then we have to apply some style, right? So how we can add that star, right? So see, if you see over here, every class, like whatever nav, right? So this is a nav menu, right? Inside this nav menu we have to use that nav item, and again a sub menu also we have nav item, right? So everything actually wrapped with this nav item. So what I have to do, we have to apply some style on this nav item, right? So what I can do, simply if you go to that here project, you have to go to that www root, go to the css folder, and here we have that file, right? That is called app.css file, which is our main css file. So here I have to apply one style for the pointing out any selection. If you select, so something we can point out, right? So like that, nab item, whatever item, and then a dot active, let me active, and this active, after that what we'll have to apply over here, we have to apply that content, right? And what would be the content? So whatever content you want, you can just apply over here. So as of now, I will just start, I just pointing out like that, like for example this and this, right? Like that, and then save it. And also we will just apply some margin. So let me add that some margin left, and here just add 5%. So let me save it, right? So like that, we have just apply for that, indicating okay which menu is selected, what are the content you want to add, so that we can apply over here. So let me quickly run and see in actions. Now see, here it's clearing, saying like whatever whatever things actually selected, right? Which component selected, they are pointing out this guy, right? Which we just implemented. So like that, also see whatever other component, and then once you admin component, and then user list and role list, and then same user, and then apply job, and then user status list. So like that, actually you can just achieve your menu with some menu in the Blazor application. Before closing this session, what I will do, simply I just adding this source code in my GitHub link, so that you can just use it. So let me add that our GitHub link. So this is my name of the repository, you can use it for your learning perspective. That's all for this session, and thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.